Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. We are the group 4 and today we will discuss about the lesson 4.2, the production theory. So, the production function. The production involves transforming resources, including tangible assets like raw materials and buildings, as well as intangible like production techniques into goods and services. Fixed inputs such as buildings and machinery remain constant in the short run, while variable inputs like labor and raw materials change in output levels. So production is the resources or materials that used to overcome or to produce an output. So the main of production is to utilize economic resources efficiently to meet human needs and desires. So the production is to create a product that human needs. The theory of production examines the relationship between inputs and outputs, focusing on how producers maximize output. The production function is an equation representing the maximum output a firm can achieve with a given set of inputs. Measured at physical units, inputs include resources used in production, while output refers to the resulting product. It's important to note that inputs and outputs are quantified in physical terms rather than monetary units. So when we say inputs and outputs, inputs is a product or machinery that used to create a product output such as example of input is fabric, and the output of the fabric is dresses, curtain, like that. So, the production function contains the functional relationship between output and the basic factors of labor and capital. These basic factors complement each other as they are used in the production of goods and services. Output produced is measured in three forms. So, there are three forms of output. Total product, or TP, is the combined production of all units of a given quantity of a labor input. Second is marginal product, or MP, is the additional output produced by an additional unit of the input and is equal to ADP or AL. The third is average product, or AP, refers to the average output produced per unit of input and is equal to TP or 1. As more labor is added in production, output initially rises. So, pag daghan di ay og kanang labor, mas mataas pa ang output, along with marginal and average product. This is called increasing returns. When we say increasing returns, is your profit can increase, more increasing and increasing. So where output still increases but at a decreasing rate, and both marginal and average products decline. So if daghan pa og pag ang isa ka production is magdungag siya og kanang more labor pa, more nga kanang mga trabahante, ito pag daghan tag trabahante kay mas magsalig man ta kay daghan ta hinayon na ako din ako rin mas daghan bitomi. So which means the output still increases but at a decreasing rate. Ano siya? So this happens due to constraints like overcrowding or inefficient resources use, explained by the law of diminishing marginal returns. For example, having too many gardeners can reduce efficiency, just like too many cooks in a kitchen. So, malas lang yapon sa kuli, yung ganina like, kunwari, isa lang kabuk gardener. So, pag isa lang kabuk gardener, ang iyahang una-una na is, paspasan lang ako, hindi ako lang may isa, kasi matugay pa ko. So, mas mapaspas yan liho. So, unlike pag daghan ang gardener, mas magsalig ka kay daghan man ay nayan ng lakri. So, mas ako pa yung bayad, pero mao lang yapon ang liho. So, in summary, understanding the stages of production behavior from increasing to diminishing and eventually negative returns helps illustrate the impact of adding variable inputs on output growth and productivity. So, significance of production theory in business. The production theory holds significant importance for businesses engaged in providing goods and services to customers for profit, of course. While some businesses focus on retailing goods and obtaining from producers, many others engage in the production of goods they sell. So, kabalo ba ng retailing? Talaga din, kunwari, na ako'y negosyo. Then, ako dyan buhat sa product, ako'y naggama sa product. Tapos, naay mo palit ana, tapos iyang ibaligyaw usab. Kanay na nagod, pero tubuhan na nila. Mana siyang retailing. Therefore, business owners must understand production behavior to maximize output with available resources. So, the production theory provides a framework for businesses to optimize their use of labor, capital, and land to enhance sales and profitability. Understanding concepts such as diminishing returns allows businesses to reallocate resources effectively. For example, by adjusting labor and capital allocate to maximize production efficiency. So, para mataas pa ka tong profit, para mataas pa ka to ang negosyo o kanang galing. Sa tawag kanang halin ba kanang basta profit another. Basta para mataas pa ang halin kay mas kuan mo good, di ba mas okay daghan tao trabahante. Pero para sa gingon ako ganin na mas okay kung gamay lang imong trabahante pero pas alingok, much better ging ana kay gamay lang imong barayan sa imong sweldo makita pa nimong profit taas. Next na yan.
So good morning, ma'am. So now, I will be discussing the socio-economic impact of a business. So today, putting up in a business is not just all about profit. It is also concerned with consumers' welfare, job creations, environmental issues, uplifting quality of life, and other contribution to the economy. And let us now look at how it impacts on consumers, suppliers, investors, governments, and households. So, first is the impact on the consumers. So, a new business, especially one introduced to innovative products or services, is often embraced by consumers seeking value. If the business offers products with close substitutes, owners try to differentiate themselves by innovating. So, this can involve improving product features, appearance, or accessibility, expanding consumer choices. Another strategy is to enhance product quality, to cater to buyers willing to pay more for superior goods. Initially, businesses may offer introductory prices to attract price-conscious consumers. Ultimately, new business success needs on delivering value through quality and variety. So conversely, businesses offering low quality goods without value will struggle in the market. So it states here that if imuha ko na rin ikaw consumer, di ba ang consumer is noon ang nagkapalit. Pag ikaw mapalit ka sa isa ka product, if di ba ang product is low quality, di ba? Ang business, sabi ikaw ka nang maligyan.
Supplier. Ay,
Hindi ka nang kasi ito ka nang nagkakabutin ka. Ganun mga negosyante. Business owners kayo. Mag-struggle sila sa ilahang pag silang baligya. Pag ilahang baligya is low quality. So pag low quality, di ba kayo ilahang pag dili naabot sa consumer ang ilang gusto na dapat paliton sa mga business owners is mag-struggle din sila sa ilahang business. And syempre, as consumers kita, kailangan, if mupalit yung kailangan dyan nato na ang mapalit is good. Kanang sa kaya na dito sa good. Quality dyan. If mupalit ta is dapat quality. Diba? O, napo yung pan-consumers na ano good. Ay, Inansya na kaya pag nagadugay manggod kay nagadugo ang price. Next is the impact on suppliers and investors. So a new business will also provide opportunities for suppliers. So ang suppliers ug investors kay mag-partner din na sila. Why? Okay. If a new construction company is set up, then this opens up the opportunities for the upstream businesses that the supplier needs. So mag-partner din sila. Like tools, food, cement, steel paints, nails, screws, and decorators. Many suppliers will not get a chance to sell the newly established businesses, which will earn them income. So, when demand for the goods provided by the suppliers increases, they now need to produce more using more inputs, like are hiring more workers to earn wages from employment. First is they need to invest more capital sa mga kagari. Magtayo ka isa ka business, kailangan if ibang business is medyo bukat, kailangan hindi mo na siyang investors, di ba? Like, mauna sila ang nagdumag sa ibuhang kapital. And addition to that is example lang is like machinery and buildings to expand their plans, which again generates income for the economy. So di ba ang mga businesses magyudari sa ato ang mga industry tanan magyud siya kay nag-expand magyud na siya kadugay, di ba? So the more siya ma-expand, the more pud yung expenses. And kailangan mo nagdara mo sugod ang kailangan nila og investors. Investors in returns on their investment. So di ba ang investor is investors kay nag-invest mo sa isa company, dili ibig sabihin na nag-invest ka wala kay makuha. Syempre napod kay makuha in returns on their investments, and which induces more investments, thus generating even more income for the economy and leading to economic growth. So kapag imong business is na ay investors and mas successful na siya, na ay possibility na ang inyong kuan dili ang inyong business mag-grow ang economic, ang atuang economy. And third is the impact on government. So starting new business helps governments earn money through fees and taxes. So tanan naman nakabaluan na if kanang mga dagko na businesses, di ba? Ginakolektahan yun na sila mga fees and taxes. And businesses must follow rules. Like, di ba? Ang pag magtayo kang isa ka business is dapat na dyan ay rules. Magkuha dyan dapat ka na of licenses and pay fees and helping fund the local services like schools and safety. Like, for example, ano is ang taxes. Taxes on business incomes, profits, sales, plus employees' taxes to go to government. So these tax revenues, especially from big companies, support national development, funding things like infrastructure, defense, healthcare, and social programs. So ang example sa government na dapat na to bayaran og taxes, di ba, is ang BIR, tama ba? BIR, Bureau. Basta ka to, BIR, dara. Pag mga dagko na businesses kay dara ta nagabayad og taxes. So mauna sila ang government. Then next. So the last is impact on household. So new businesses create jobs for Filipinos, and which can be Businesses, owners, and workers can also build wealth using profits to grow their businesses or buy things like cars and homes. So, kanang mga business owners kay makatapang po na siya sa mga households, sa mga pamilya. Kay kanang mga business owners kay naghahatag po na sila mga work sa mga Pilipino, which is makatapang sa ato sa tuwang mga papa, kay it can help the families live by boosting their quality of life and napay possibilities sa ilaha madato ta like makapalitan ninyong mga cars, homes, and other etc. Success stories of entrepreneurs highlighted in media inspire others with tales of perseverance and achievement. So, di ba, na may upang mga business owners, mga entrepreneurs hikayat sa tuwa na magnegosyo punta kay kasi dira ato ang dira na tamo angat, di ba? Di ba usahay maka-inspire sila na ay magnegosyo na lang dito kay what if kay dira ako mo dato. And environmental awareness is also promoted through businesses. Adoption of green practices including eco-friendly building structures and advocating for recycling resources conservation. So overall, businesses play a vital role in contributing to societal betterment. So, naayo bang business kay na mga ano din sila, nasa like 8R. Diba? Nasa sila mga 8Rs. Like, for example, recycle, reduce, banana, and then, yun lang. Good morning, ma'am. So, lesson 4, the government, a factor in assessing business opportunities. So, kani siya, like, it's all about kanang looking of how government does can affect whether in business. So, usa man diri affect sa government sa mga business, especially kung bago pa ka nag-start sa business. The government's role is in fostering business opportunities is pivotal. Through government, it supports local enterprise and aids small investors with capital challenges. Additionally, it is infrastructure development enhance transportation efficiency, reducing costs for good movement. Limitation as size, etiquette, and structure, and the growth opportunities for local. So government is very important to sa business sa kay they help one sa small businesses kay ginatabangan nila para grow like or buying stuff sa local, silang nagatabang sa gagmay nga business, at tapos kay pinaagi sa pagkuhan sa tax kanang ginabayad sa nila nga tax kay makabuild silang eskwelahan, tapos makabuild sila og kuhan kana mapautang nila sa small business, matuyok-tuyok nila ang kwarta na ginabayad ra gyapon sa ilaha. So pinaagi ana kay mo-grow ang country, mo-grow ang kuhan kanang economy. So pero maski pag nag-grow ang economy, nara niya po yung mga challenges nga may encounter pareha ng mubagsak yun ang business.
Lesson 4.1, at the area of consumer behavior. Consumer theory describes how consumers make decisions about what to buy. Ang theory ay napikuan sa mga nagapalit ba kung sa ilang ginahangpan palit ba decision sila kung masatisfy ba sila or dili sa mga pangangailangan. Utility function. Utility economics measures satisfactions from consuming goods, services, and utensils. Utility function like economics major functions from consuming goods or services. Utility functions kay Juan. Ano siya, based na sila mga satisfactions or mga pangangailangan ng custom sa isa kaniya. Kasi enjoyment sila. Significance of consumer behavior in business. Consumer behavior holds significant importance in business operations. Consumers are those who purchase the product a business offers and meeting their needs, desires, crucial maintaining the loyalty. Consumer behavior is isa na siya ka mga behavior sa isa ka mamalitay o mga mamalitay or one na business franchise. And to get customers loyal business should delay satisfactions by offering smaller portions or introducing new products to keep them coming back for more. So, paano siya ang takiya sa kampanya, nag-offer sila bago para para kasi maganahan din ang customer ng palit dahil. Tapos last guy, by focusing on consumer satisfactions and strategically managing the creation, business can enhance consumer loyalty and drive sales. Na-focus sila sa isa nga consumer satisfactions about strategically and driving of business.
Lesson 4.5, the household. The population is predominantly young but leading effective consumption patterns. Child dependency has decreased while elderly support needs are increasing. Fertility rates have declined and life expectancy has risen. The elderly population is forecast to increase. Then rates have been declining, leading to increased poverty and limited consumer spending. Families prioritize spending on food and housing due to financial constraints and low household savings contribute to price-sensitive consumer behavior and low-quality products. This impacts, therefore, for the young and elderly as well as sophisticated consumption, particularly among youth. Limited income leads to drug consumer demand and challenge for micro business. The population described in this text are aging with fewer children and increase in the number of elderly individuals in needs assistance. A decrease in salaries has resulted in a rise in poverty and decrease in consumer expenditure primarily on necessities such as shelter and food. Low savings lead to lower quality products and price-sensitive shopping, which has impact on elder and predatory care as well as reducing consumption, particularly among young people. The difficulties faced by small firms and the broad consumers' demand are also underlined. That's all. Thank you.